Today, I want to ask you again, what will make Jesus bend down for you? What will make Jesus stoop down? And what was Jesus writing? In my personal opinion, he stooped down to pick you and I up and said, wrote in the ground, you are a precious gem. Daughter, son, I'm picking you up. And when Jesus told the woman, don't go and sin no more, Jesus is telling you, I bent down, I scooped down, I wrote your name. You're an emerald, you're a jasper, you're an onyx. I'm picking you up and I'm handing you the keys of your value. Go and devalue yourself no more. Hello and welcome to another episode of The Eating's Gem. I know around this release is this around this time is holidays, and just thinking about the holidays just makes me want to shout hallelujah, glory, glory. You know me, oh, you're like, what is she on today? Hey, welcome, family. Welcome, everyone. Before we go in, I want to give a shout out to our production team. Blessed Production and Eyes Have Not Seen. They keep me on my toes here, okay? They keep me going and they keep this episodes being brought to you in a spectacular way. So listen, don't just watch. I know a lot of you, maybe you're driving, whatever. Give a shout out to them, okay? You don't give a shout out to me. Give a shout out to them for everything that they're doing. Happy holidays. I hope your holiday season is going well. I hope all is well. My favorite time of the year is around Christmas. I love to see the lights. I love to drive by people's houses and see all the beautiful decorations. Oh, I love it. And I am enjoying it. But this time around, as the Christmas lights have been out and decorations have been out, it brought a reminder to me about the beauty of gemstones. Because right in North America, right, holiday season the last season of the holidays starts off with Thanksgiving. And right from Thanksgiving all the way to New Year's Eve big parties, people bring out their crystals, people bring out their chinaware, all the beautiful, expensive silverware is brought out. And as I was reflecting on that, preparing for the holidays season, it reminded me of what gemstones are all about. This episode is the marks the end of our gemstone series. I know. Oh, we wish we can learn more. Some of you are like, let's get it over with and let's bring something else. And so I wanted this particular episode to sum up everything that we are doing. That's why we've called it Are You a Gem or Are You a Gemstone? After everything that you and I have been listening to, we need to come to conclusions. We gather information to come to conclusion. So after we've looked at granites or gemstones, we've looked at the gemstones that are biblically listed in Exodus and also in Revelation, and we've looked at the 12 stones that was put on Aaron's breastplate, which we have decided is a transformation of us being gemstones on the Father's bosom. But maybe you've been watching episode upon episode, or maybe you've come across one episode and you're like, I don't know what this thing is all about. Today, I want us to ask ourselves a series of questions and look again as a refresher what gemstones are all about. And hopefully, you will determine that you are a gemstone. You are a gem, and you're going to have to treat yourself like a gem so others can treat you as a gem. So, as a refresher, what is a gem or a gemstone to begin with? There is no single definition of a gemstone because of its uniqueness, and I love that. But I had to really write something down and share on something. So this is what I had penned down. A gem is something special, highly valued, and well thought of, something to be treasured with special attributes. So I want to pause and ask you, are you someone that Maybe you don't fit a mold, thereby doesn't have a single definition. But just because you don't fit a particular mold doesn't mean that you're gonna just que sera and let people treat you anyhow and let people treat me anyhow. Do I fit the criteria and the definition of something special? And in the eyes of God, He calls us special. Am I highly valued? Of course, I am so highly valued that Jesus chose to die a gruesome death, which He paid a high price for me to be ransomed. And am I well thought of? Oh, yes. The Bible said that I am engraved in the palm of the Father. And even though He spoke things into existence, when it came to the creation of you and I, the Father scooped down and He took dirt and He formed it and He breathed into it. And God gave you and I His DNA. That's not something that was just put together as an afterthought, but we're well thought together, something to be treasured. Of course, we're so treasured. We are the apple of God's eye and special attributes. Yes, you and I individually have special attributes. So, looking at it now, are you a gem? Do you fit the criteria and the definition, even though it may be broad? I, in my humble opinion, believe that you, yes, you, that are watching me, maybe you may have tears in your eyes because people have made you believe that you are trash. But today, I want to tell you, you are treasured. You are highly valued. You have special attributes. You have gifts and talents inside you that has yet been untapped, and it's time to get it tapped. We're coming to the end of the year, and I want you to really sit down and reflect on these attributes because you indeed are a gemstone. So, even though there's no single definition, you're treasured, you're fashioned to reveal beauty, you're used for adornment, you are associated with rich and famous. And you may be saying, well, I don't know any rich and famous people around. Hey, calm down. Do you realize that you are the daughter or the son of the most wealthiest being on the face of the earth? Your father owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. Oh my goodness. That is who you are. You have the DNA of the rich and the famous. There is nowhere on the face of the earth, even those that don't worship your father, that don't know that there is a God somewhere. And you are His precious child. So you are related to rich and famous. And finally, speaks of power. Gemstones speak of power and energy. When you look at the emulates and the adornment of castles and different cathedrals around the world, they are adorned with gemstones. Ooh, it reveals power. You may be saying, I don't feel powerful. Oh, my dear friend. God says He's giving you power to tread over serpents and scorpions, and nothing by any means will harm you. That's how much power you have. So much power that when you wake up in the morning, the enemy starts trembling. You know, Pastor Marilyn, our producer, is in here, and recently she discovered a T-shirt. I may get it wrong, but it says that I think it says either you're so powerful or you're so anointed or something like that, that when a mosquito bites you, it goes around saying there's power in the blood. Something to that nature. That's how powerful you are. Even a mosquito can bite and know that there is power in the blood that runs through your vein. So don't sit down thinking that you're not powerful. You're strong, you're radiant, you're beautiful, you're valued. Are you a gemstone? You know, recently, as I was coming to the end of the research of this, I asked myself this question. What brought about the value of gemstones? It may have been color or the crystal shape of a gemstone that first attracted the attention of someone who had bent down to pick it up. Oh, in order to pick up a gemstone, there has to be a bending down. Some of us, we have come from volcanic eruptions and we are trapped under ocean. But let me tell you, Jesus, when the woman that was caught in adultery was brought to Jesus, well, when they were asking Jesus question, He uttered not a word. But what did the master of masters do? He stooped down and He began to write. You know, when I have goosebumps just sharing this, when I was coming to the end of this and I asked myself that question, what made someone, I said, maybe that person was walking about and they saw this beautiful crystal lying down that was very attractive, or this beautiful pearl that had washed to the ocean. And in order for them to pick it up and appraise it and find the composition of it, they had to bend down. And in my personal opinion, when Jesus stooped down and began to write, he was picking up the value that was attached to this woman that others thought was a prostitute and needed to be stoned. Today, I want to ask you again, what will make Jesus bend down for you? What will make Jesus stoop down? And what was Jesus writing? In my personal opinion, he stooped down to pick you and I up and said, wrote in the ground, you are a precious gem. Daughter, son, I'm picking you up. And when Jesus told the woman, don't go and sin no more, Jesus is telling you, I bent down, I scooped down, I wrote your name. You're an emerald, you're a jasper, you're an onyx. I'm picking you up and I'm handing you the keys of your value. Go and devalue yourself no more. That is how we end the gemstone. And so, yes, we are the Eden's gem because Jesus bent down, picked us up, and gave us an appraisal that no one can be able to pay for. And so, some of us, we are written in the Lamb's Book of Life forever because no one else can pay the price that is worth the appraisal value of our gem. God bless you. I will see you in the next episode.